So today we will be talking about Spain and make a traditional Spanish dessert. Spain borders the Mediterranean Sea, France, and Portugal. In Spain, people stay up very late. Even the kids stay up past 9 o'clock. Almost all of Spain speaks Spanish, and many people in Spain practice the Roman Catholic religion. Spain is very large and is a flat plateau, but with very rugged landforms. And Spain has hot summers and cool winters. People in Spain walk, drive, and take trains. And the native language of Spain, native language of Spain is Spanish, but it's not their only language. I hope you learned a little bit about Spain. Now, after we finish talking about the dessert we're going to be making, which are called polvorones, we will make them. So polvorones are an almond cookie with that has a crumbly texture. Normally, these cookies are prepared from September to January. Polvorones have quite the history. So during the Spanish integration, officials decreed that polvorones were to be made with pork fat as a way to detect if there were Muslims or Jews hiding in the regions of southern Spain. When asked to eat the pork-full cookies, these individuals had to be decline because of their faith and were taken by the examiners to face the trial. Today, polvorones recipes replace pork fat with shortening or butter or margarine. So, I hope you learned a little bit about Spain. Okay, so it's time to make our polvorones. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, but so first you're going to need 1 1/2 cups of unbleached all-purpose flour, 3/4 of a cup of unbleached almonds, 5 ounces of butter, which is about 3/4 of a cup, 3/4 a cup of granulated sugar, and 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. You are also going to need 2 pans, a bowl, spatula, a blender or food processor, and something to mix it with. You can just use a whisk. So the first step is to place our flour onto a clean cookie sheet, and we are going to bake this for 8 to 10 minutes. And it seems a little weird to just bake flour, but I guess that's what we're gonna do. So just spread it out, and then you're gonna just bake this for about 8 to 10 minutes at a oven preheated to 350 degrees. Okay, so we are also going to get our almonds and also put them on a cookie sheet. And we are also going to bake these with the flour for about 8 to 10 minutes, or just until they start to change color. Okay, so my flour and my almonds have just come out of the oven. So we're going to shake our almonds. I'm just going to put them in a bowl. And then you're going to put them in your blender or food processor. And then you're just gonna blend these until they are ground finely. I think like a flour texture. Okay, so my almonds are done being ground to a flour-like texture. So next we are going to cream our sugar, butter, and cinnamon. My butter and sugar stuff is all creamed together. And next, we're going to add our flour and our almond flour. So, I'll just put this. Okay, so then our almond ground flour mixture, and then you're just going to combine this, and it will be very crumbly, but that's okay. Our dough is very, very crumbly. It doesn't really look like it's going to turn to dough, but don't worry, it will. So, next we're going to pour this on some sort of flat surface. I'll just start with a little bit of it so I can show you. Okay, so I transferred my crumbled dough stuffed to a bigger parchment paper. But it is like very crumbly, but that's normal because these are supposed to be very dry and flaky and crumbly. I think it helps a little if you wet your hands. So, but don't add any more like liquid to it because it's supposed to be like this. So you're just going to flatten it out. Not really roll, because if you roll it, it's just gonna crack. So kind of just smush it down to about a 1/2 inch thick. So I'll get it to be that thickness or whatever, and then I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so you're going to, before we start cutting, lower your oven to 250 degrees. And then you're going to get a little cookie cutter or something and cut them in 2 little circles. And if it goes up like that, that's actually helpful. And then you're just going to get your parchment paper on a cookie sheet and just flop it out. There we go. But if it doesn't come up like that, like, let's see this one, then just kind of move it away, take a spatula, scoop it under. That one cracked, I'll have to do that one again. But then you would just transfer it to this. Just kind of smush it together to help it to stick. Okay, so then you'll just do the rest of yours. Okay, so I forgot to film it, but I put all of my brown things into the oven, and so you're just going to cook it for 25 to 30 minutes, or until they're golden brown on the bottom. Okay, so our polverons are finally done, and remember to not take them off the pan till they're totally cold, because they're very like crumbly. So this is what they look like. So I'll try one now. They're delicious, they're very crumbly. And yeah, so thank you so much for joining me while we made these and learned about Spain. Bye.